I'm playing musical pots this morning. I need to move this guy to a larger pot. I really would like to get a rectangular one for it to crawl across, but I don't have one right now and I need this pot for a different plant. So look how beautiful it is. I do have an ugly leaf that I'm gonna chop, but look at this beauty, my Plowmanii. Put it in this pot so it can crawl. Put it as far over here as I can so it has a little more space, and then I'll have to bite the bullet and get a rectangular one, but its roots are popping out the bottom, so it's time to get something bigger for it. So I'm going to put a few leca balls in the bottom of this. All right, I'm gonna make a mess here. Ooh, it is stuck. Trying to help it through the holes so I don't lose all the roots that we worked hard for. Yanking it through. Ooh. This plant's been through a journey. I imported it from Indonesia. I had it in a pot with perlite for far too long in my IKEA greenhouse cabinet. So I had to chop it out of there. And I think I'm gonna chop this guy off and make a new plant. Yeah, so it will at least get to there. It doesn't give it much space to keep growing, but it'll work for now. And the roots at least are coming out of the holes, so I'll need to get a different pot stat to switch it back over, but I'll have to give it a little while so it doesn't die on me. I'm gonna chop this off. And it's rooted, so that's great. Ooh, making a mess in here. It's got a little space to go. A couple more leaves. Get it acclimated. Looks like I'm gonna need a few more leca balls. I was naughty and did not rinse the balls before I put them in here. But don't be like me, rinse the balls. It's called laziness. All right, we're gonna add some more. Making a mess. Got balls everywhere. All right, I think this is good enough. I did just cut this over here, so I needed to callus over before I put any water near that area. but I am gonna go ahead and wet this down with my pro foliage water. All right. There we go. Follow me if you want to stay up to date with this project. All right, so I have this little nub that I chopped off. It's calloused over. So I'm gonna put it, and it's rooted, so I'm gonna put it in with some leca. Okay, I actually decided to go ahead and chop the top off because it had already put out a leaf and died. So this may not reproduce a leaf. So I chopped it because there is another node under here that will produce another leaf. And it's already rooted, so that's half the work. So we're gonna just put it in here. But I do have to wait for this to callus over before I put any moisture on it. But I did rinse my leca balls, so I just cannot add any more moisture around where this is freshly cut. I did get a little bit on it, but it should be okay. So there we go. And I will put my pro foliage diluted water in with it and put it in my IKEA greenhouse cabinet.